everyone, this is Elaine at Anabellas. Welcome back to FlossTube 191. I'm very happy that you're here this morning. If you are new to my channel, this channel is primarily about cross stitching, quilting, and paper crafting with a little bit of my life thrown in every now and then. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back, especially today on Valentine's Day. I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful day today. Terry and I are going to go out for dinner tonight and then just kind of relax at home, I think, maybe watch a movie. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, this channel is about also being perfectly imperfect. And what I mean by that is if you are stitching or quilting or paper crafting and you make a mistake along the way, we want you to just push through. Go ahead and finish it off. No one is likely to know the mistake is there but you, and no one is perfect. So it's perfectly okay to be perfectly imperfect, whatever your hobby may be. So today, I don't have much of a life update. I do want to share with you how wonderful the retreat was. Our All Things Winter Retreat in Hilton Head last weekend was absolutely fantastic. I haven't had a chance yet to put up some of the comments that folks made that attended the retreat, but if you check anabellas.net and go to our retreat page, you'll see those posted sometime this weekend. But it was wonderful. We had a great time. We went on a dolphin tour, which was really fun. The water was flat and beautiful, and we got to see all kinds of pods of dolphins. But of course, stitching was the priority, and we got a lot of stitching and laughter and friendship and fun in throughout the weekend. Terry made an appearance or two. He spent a lot of time on the golf course, which he loved. And he enjoyed Hilton Head so much that we're probably going to go back there for a week at Thanksgiving this year. So we'll see how that plays out. But it was just fantastic. And I hope that if you haven't been to one of our retreats, you'll check out our page at anabellas.net, go to crossstitchretreats, and learn all about it there. All right, so what I thought today I would do first is if you are a subscriber, you may have received your February Bella bag. So what's a Bella bag? So it's for subscribers only. And every month what I do, my daughter and I, is we design an exclusive cross-stitch chart just for our subscribers. Now this chart is never released to the public. It'll never be sold here in our store. It is just for you. Now we also make what we call a Bella bag. You can purchase the Bella bag. This is what it looks like. And let me show you what everyone received in case you're wondering about this, because the March Bella bag is now on sale. We go ahead and we list it as soon as the chart is done being designed. So the chart is finished. We're ready to go. I can't wait to get it into your hands. And you have the option of purchasing this Bella bag, which is really fun. The first thing that's in the bag is, of course, your chart. I don't have the model with me, but this is the chart that everybody received in their February Bella bag. It's just a nice, cute little spring subway chart with all kinds of goodies included. Let me show you what they were. Everyone receives, of course, the fabric, called for fabric, and the finishing fabric to finish the little pillow off, if you so choose, the way that I did here. The back is covered with a cute little button. Let me show you the cute little button. This is a little button that he's covered with, and I've included some rickrack for you too, because I didn't use rickrack. I didn't have time, but if you want to put some rickrack around the edges of that little pillow, you can certainly do that. Everybody got a needle minder. This is a 2-inch needle minder that we designed for you. So you get a needle minder. Of course, you get all of the called for floss, a little floss pack. We give you a set of bohine needles. So you get the nice needles. You get they received a Make Finishing Fun pillow assembly postcard. So this will tell you exactly how to finish that pillow off, if you so choose. And then we always put in an extra chart for free. So they also received another chart by Anabellas Needle Art in addition to the exclusive chart. So March Bella bags are on sale now. Go to anabellas.net, and if you click the slider or you click the top menu bar where it says bags and boxes, you'll see it there. It's just our way of saying thank you so much. It means the world to Terry and I and to our entire family that you choose to shop with Anabellas, and more importantly, that you choose to read the newsletter that goes out every Friday. Today was a big one, you guys. We are getting bombarded with phenomenal and beautiful designs from all of your favorite designers, getting ready for Nashville market. Now, on Sunday this week, week is when we will do our second episode of Market Moments. So tune in on Sunday. You're going to see me come on and show you every single item that has been released this past week. Woke up this morning to both Brenda Gervais and Heart in Hand. I can't wait to share all of these beautiful designs with you on Sunday. So tune in for Market Moments. Can't wait to see you there. It's going to be fun. You're going to love what you see. Okay, I have a couple Anabellas releases, believe it or not. Who knew? Let me show you, I just put this on top of the other releases. Let me show you a couple of releases by Anabellas Needle Art. I haven't had some of those in a moment, right? Okay. The first two that I'm showing you are already listed in the Etsy shop and at anabellas.net. This is our cute little garden shed. So thinking ahead to spring, you know, I think everybody's kind of getting burnt out with winter. So I thought, well, wouldn't this be fun? Just something you can sit and stitch as you get ready and look forward to spring. Love the details. You've got the cute little rabbit here with his carrots, planting his garden. You've got some hanging baskets on the adorable little garden shed. And there she is with her pitchfork, getting ready to sow and plant the garden ahead for spring. So this is garden shed. Everybody needs a garden shed. This is finished off on one of our curved handled Bella boards. I believe I painted this in burgundy wine, and then it was lightly sanded. The Bella boards are meant to be very distressed and vintage or antique-y looking in appearance. And then I just put some trim around it that I had in my stash, but just a fun little stitch. This was stitched by Hannah, the Stitching Fairy. If you follow her on FlossTube, she's so sweet. And her stitching, look at how beautiful her stitching is, just lovely. So thank you, Hannah. And then next, this is my favorite. I think I'm going to take this home. This is We Harvest What We Plant. So how apropos. That verse is very true in all different ways in your life, right? So we harvest what we plant. Just a sweet little bear planting his garden. He's got a nice garden box here and all kinds of potted plants, and then of course his wheelbarrow. And I just put this very simply. I put this in a hoop. And just found this adorable bow, some ribbon. This was the last of it. I pulled it off. I'm like, oh, I hope there's enough. Just put a little bow on it. And that's it. Just very sweet. And that is called We Harvest What You Plant. Now I have something very special to share with you. This is a new booklet. It's going to be called, let me see if I wrote down what it's called. It's called Cottage Life, okay? So the booklet contains 6 different designs, and I'm going to show them to you now. They are not listed yet. I have to go home sometime today and make up the chart so that you can go ahead and purchase it. So just know that I'm showing it to you. It may be today, it may be tomorrow, but I wanted you to be the very first to see Cottage Life. And this will probably be an ongoing series of smalls or little cottages. However, it's not going to be probably in a booklet form each time we do a release. So first, let me show you this. This is our Cottage Life booklet. The very first one is of the cottage itself. So there you go. I just love this. I love the vine coming up the house. I love the shutters. Here's a little birdhouse. And if you can tell, this fabric, I had a lot of fun finishing this. I took some poppy cotton fabric, which we have in the shop, and all of this fabric is going to be listed. Everything that I'm showing you as far as finishing fabric, we have it by the bolt, so you'll be able to buy a fat quarter or a half a yard or a yard of this, and it's enough to do a lot of your finishing. And then I just very carefully took a piece of the fabric off the bolt and cut this and sewed it on so that I had Bless Our Home, and then this says Welcome to Our Home, and then down below, I can't read it upside down, let all that you do be done with love. Just adorable. And then I took a little bit of the fabric off the bolt and just made a little button, covered little button. And I used some twine to go around it and use my slit in the back that I usually make and just covered that with another piece of the poppy cotton fabric. I didn't put a button on it this time around, but I did put a button right here when I brought the twine around. So isn't that adorable? So this is Cottage Life. And, you know, I'd love to live in a cottage. You know, I want to live in a tiny house. Now I want to live in a tiny house cottage. Okay, now these little guys are little guys that you expect to see if you're living in a little cottage, maybe somewhere remote, or that is just coming out in spring because they're sweet and spring is coming, and you know, cottage life is opening up the doors and the windows, and they go outside and look what they find. These cute little baby animals. This is our cottage garden bunny. If you just can see her eyelashes, she is adorable. Now, what's really fun is these frames are all going to be available in the shop. So when I do the listing, I'm going to list all the frames. These are very simple. They can come out right here, so you can pop the back out. I just went ahead and took a piece of mounting board. What am I doing? Took a piece of mounting board and a little bit of batting, and I just mounted this directly on here. However, because this comes out the back, you can take it out, you can cover this with cloth and then mount it, or you can even paint it, whatever you'd like to do. But here's the first little one. Then she's probably my favorite. She's just so precious. Look at this beautiful little duck. Isn't she adorable? Loving the cottage life, this one is, with her little hat, her little bonnet on her head. Then we have an adorable little kitty. Look how sweet. And then this guy is just ridiculous. I don't even know what he is. He's so cute. He's got an apron on. Look at that. Isn't he adorable? So how fun are these? You can put these in your dobo. They'll fit fine. I think these are, let me tell you how big these are. They're 5x5s. So the stitch is 3.5 by 3.5, I think. But these are tiny. So you can put these on a tiered tray. You can put them on a shelf, any way that you would like to display them. Aren't those fun? And then last is our Cottage Life Basket of Blooms strawberries. Finished this off on one of our curved Bella boards. I painted it, I think, in sage. Just put a little button, strawberry button up here with a little bow. Again, some poppy cotton fabric that I finished it off with. And I chose this particular fabric because I wanted it to be nice and bright. I wanted to pull out the red that is here. And if you look very closely, there are some cherries and some strawberries within the fabric itself. So there you go. So I hope you like that. That was such a fun design, you know, so that booklet, like I said, will be available at some point today. You can go ahead and check it out. All right, now I'm going to show you some charts that have come in from other designers that are not Nashville releases, or just items that have come into the store. Quirky Quaker Snowy Owl. This has been a popular series. Her snowy owl is so sweet. And then we have a polar bear. And the stitch count on these are 51 by 51. They're really small, easy to stitch. She stitched these on 14 count blue spruce from Brine and Needle. Very nice. I gotta have a sip of coffee. Artful Offerings, Seeking Floss and Flax. Isn't that nice? I love that bird with the needle in his mouth and his floss. Stitch count is 90 by 90. So not bad size. And then Carolyn's Needle Arts, great designer, new to Anabellas. We're going to be carrying all of her charts. I have some of them here to show you, and then a bunch more on the way. So let me show you two that I have today. This one is adorable. It's called Bunny's Bakery. Really love these charts. Isn't that adorable? I'm trying to get the glare off of there. So that's Bunny's Bakery. That is stitched on 18 count Aida. Stitch count is 80 by 120. And then here is Irish Breakfast Tea. I love that. And that was stitched on 18 count Aida, Gold Damask by Fabric Flare. Stitch count is 77 by 77. Then Stony Creek has Love One Another. So adorable. Happiness is Heart Made. Have a lot of charts coming in from them as well. This one is Accept the Lord, Build the House. Accept, I think, is it accept or expect? Accept. Accept the Lord and build the house. Isn't that nice? Everything's nice today. And then Henrietta in the Roses. Beautiful samplers. This one's gorgeous. Look at Henrietta. I'm assuming that's Henrietta, and that's not the name of the house. So great designs. This one is 111 by 141. And she gives you the sizes on both 14 and 16 count Ada for those of you who wanted to know. So just some fun things to share. The most important fun things to share are these Nashville market releases. Oh my goodness. Let me just make a mention on this. So there's going to be 2 rounds of Nashville market releases for you guys. The first is all the pre-orders have to be in to me by the 21st. Now, what that means is when I go to market, those are the ones I'm going to be able to pick up. That doesn't mean that you can't stop ordering. Some designers will accept pre-orders all the way through February 29th, but we need to get our order in by the 21st. So that means that we will pick everything up. All the pre-orders will be picked up. We'll bring them back and start shipping. And then anything that is ordered after that point, those items are going to come after the designer gets home and ships them to shops. So that will be round 2. Either way, I expect things to arrive promptly. The designers, many of them have a limit. Well, not many of them, but a few of them have a limit now, which is new, that I've seen anyway, my 3rd year, which isn't very long, about how many items shops can order. So if I can only order, say, 25 charts from of each chart from one designer, and I sell 50, 25, the first 25 people that are in round 1, they're going to go ahead and get their charts shipped as soon as I get back. The other 25 are going to come quickly right behind that, but not until the designer gets home. And I'm assuming that there's a couple of reasons behind this. One is some of the very popular designers, I mean, they'd have to rent a semi-truck to bring everything to market for the number of shops that are going to be attending and to meet everybody's needs. So I get it. I understand it. But I just want to communicate that with you so that you guys are comfortable understanding, why we have a cutoff date for pre-orders. So just go ahead, add everything to your cart. Go ahead and check out multiple times if you forget something. I promised you that we would combine shipping and refund shipping on every single order, whether you're ordering from the website or you're ordering from Etsy. Terry's happy to do that. Now, let me also pause and just mention here, because we're talking about Nashville, I can't keep up with putting everything on Etsy and on the website. I'm too stressed out. I can't do it. I need to, not kill myself in the next couple of weeks. So I'm being very honest with you. So that being said, when you go to the website now and you click something, it's going to take you to Etsy because Elaine cannot keep up. It's just a lot. I don't know. It was a lot easier when I was in my 30s. I'm just kidding. But it's just a lot. And, I don't want to not enjoy the journey. I want to enjoy it. And it's just silly stuff for me to enter everything in 2 places. My thought is if you don't want to shop on Etsy, then, that's okay. You can find it, on somebody else's website. I did the best I could. I gave it my all for the first dozen or so designers that release, but the designs are coming in, you guys, so fast now every single day that I was up till midnight last night and I woke up at 4:30 this morning to come to the shop. So I just can't keep up. So I hope you understand. So just shop on Etsy, please. I can't do both. So that's okay, right? That's all right. I'm perfectly imperfect. I can't do everything. Okay, now let me see what else I wanted to tell you. I don't really have much, you guys. We talked about the Bella bags. We talked about a little bit about Hilton Head. We have a couple of other retreats coming up. Let me go ahead and mention those. You can scoot if you want right now, but let me go ahead and mention those. Other retreats that are coming up and how things work. We have the Disney retreat coming up with Priscilla and Chelsea in May. For those of you that are watching, Priscilla has finished the design piece, the retreat piece. All the floss has been ordered, all the fabric has been ordered, and she is shipping me the charts. So as soon as we get all of those items in and my team assembles everything, we're going to get those out to you so you can stitch everything up before the retreat. Now, normally it's 6 weeks before the event, but I'm hoping we'll get that out to you, very soon. I don't think it's going to be 6 weeks. I think we'll be able to do it sooner than that. So that's that retreat. That's in May. In August is the Summer in the Mountains retreat. Oh my gosh, so excited. It's both cross-stitching and cross-stitch finishing, making finishing fun. This is with Little Robin Designs and Julie from Paisley and Polka Dots. Registration is now open. It's going to be in beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I can't wait for all of you to come. It's going to be a great retreat, a wonderful weekend, very relaxing. Get away from the heat and come to the mountains. But we are going to work very much on both stitching and enjoying each other's company and hearing from Robin and her beautiful sampler she's designed for all of you. And then Julie from Paisley and Polka Dots is going to talk about making finishing fun. We're going to finish off some things, and you can also bring with you items that you want to fully finish that have been sitting around in a drawer. And we'll communicate more with registered guests about that once your registration goes through. Then after that, let's talk about Williamsburg real quick, because I know a lot of you are starting to wonder, when is she going to send out the final invoices on Williamsburg? Okay. Well, I missed a retreat. Hold on, there's one in between that. The rescheduled All Things Autumn retreat that was supposed to be held this past October but we got the hurricane. So because of Hurricane Helene, we couldn't hold the retreat. That has been rescheduled for September. But because I allowed some people to transfer to another retreat because they couldn't accommodate a new date, we will have spots open. So how fun is that? So the guest designers for that are Erica Michaels and Sweet Wing Studio. So I'm going to reopen registration for that event, I believe in March. It's either March or April. I'm going to reopen registration until we hit the limit that I've set, okay? So I'll announce it again, but I just want to let you know, if you want to come to Asheville, North Carolina, and you want to spend a great weekend with Erica Michaels and with Sweet Wing Studio with Susan, this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'll reopen that for you so that you can register. Then the big one is going to be with Plum Street Samplers in Williamsburg, Virginia in middle of October. Now, I'm going to open up registration as far as paying your invoices. Those of you who have paid the $99 Save My Seat, what's going to happen is I'm going to Williamsburg the first week in April. I want to go to the venue. I want to check it out. I want to make sure that I give everything my blessing. I's are dotted, T's are crossed. I've looked at the room. I make a decision about how many people I want to cap it at. Right now, you know, we're busting at the gills with people that have both paid for Save My Seat and people that are on the wait list. But what I've learned, having done these retreats for so many years now, is that Save My Seat doesn't mean that they're going to want to pay an invoice when the invoice comes, right? Because they made that decision a year ago. So when I get back in April is when all the final invoices are going to go out for everyone that paid for Save My Seat. At that time, if you decide that you don't want to come, your $99 will be refunded. After that, I'm going to take everyone that is on the wait list who has not paid the Save My Seat but is on the wait list. They're going to have first dibs for registering. They're going to be sent an invoice for the full amount, and they can either pay or say, I don't want to go. Then after that is done, if I have any spaces left over after going and deciding how many people I want to entertain at this venue in Williamsburg, then I'll open up registration to the general public once again. I don't know if that means we'll have 10 openings. I don't know if that means we're going to have 100 openings. I just don't know. But whatever it is, trust that we are on it. We want to make this an amazing experience for everybody. But I'm not going to rush. I want to go, and I want to make sure everything is copacetic before I, take your money. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I can't wait to see Paulette in Nashville. I'm sure we're going to chat a little bit about it. And I hope you guys are excited as I am. I have never been to Colonial Williamsburg. So I'm looking forward to going in April, and then of course being with all of you in October. Okay, so let's talk about Happy Mail. If you're new, Happy Mail is just our way of saying thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching on Fridays. I pop in every now and again, but usually it's on Fridays. And thank you for looking up, subscribing to this channel, your comments, your likes, ringing that notification bell. That's all very important to me as a floss tuber and also as a shop owner and a designer. So I appreciate you very, very much. So what I do is I pose a question every week, and you can answer the question, You have to be a subscriber. You have to ring the notification bell. You have to comment on the question post. And if I call your name, send an email to me at anabellasshop@gmail.com. Then my team or I go through the store. We find some things we think you're going to like. We put them in a pretty pink bag and we get them off to you so that you'll be surprised and hopefully happy. That's why it's called Happy Mail. So the last time we met, which was FlossTube 190, I asked everybody what your favorite cloth is to stitch on and what your favorite count is. So thank you everyone so much. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Now the winners are Kim N 1266, Towee Gale, Towee Gale, Pam Ward 7676, Deborah Quilts 8030, Carol Conroe 5032, Jennifer Moreland 1777, and Wendy Z 1946. Thank you, ladies. I hope you get that email to me. We're all caught up, so if you get it to me today, it'll probably go out on Monday. So hopefully we'll hear from you soon. So today I thought the question could be, because it is Valentine's Day, tell me about your favorite Valentine's memory. So this could be from when you were a kid, or this could be something recent. And if you don't have a favorite Valentine's memory, tell me about what your plans are for today. What are you going to do? So I'll tell you one of my favorite Valentine's memories. And I think I've shared this every year, but maybe not. It's being a little girl when my mom was still alive. And we lived in Miami Beach. And I remember going to school and always getting the shoebox covered. We would cover our shoe boxes and decorate them. And I remember coming home with my shoebox at the end of the day, and my mom would have brownies, which I still make today for my kids and for my family, with a big glass of milk. And I would sit down at the kitchen table, and one by one, I would go through the box and read her my Valentines. And I remember that she gave me her total attention. And it was so fun. I just remember how it made me feel to have her there and engaged with me, and how I felt as a little girl being so excited that people actually sent me a Valentine, my little friends. So just a great memory. It's a memory I hold very dear. So I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's, everybody. And I love all of you. So until I see you on Sunday for Market Moments, or next week here again for FlossTube, be happy, be well, and most of all, be kind. See you later. Bye.